Oh, by the way, not Goon, Noodle, I'm perfectly okay with my character dying. It's Cyberpunk.
Right.
That was the ending. It's
Also, spoilers.
That people die in Cyberpunk? What did we name the episode?
I haven't said Cyberpunk yet at all.
Yeah, but the session has a name. I can see it right now in the Discord.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go, I guess.
Let's go.
I guess.
I am your host, Goon the Unending, and welcome to the Cosmic Library, where today we're going to be starting the first chapter of the intensely edgy teen demographic graphic novel that is Cyberpunk Chop Shop. I will not be running this game, thank God, but instead Noodle will be taking over and running this Cyberpunk alternate campaign while people's lives get back in order and we can finish maybe the Trash Chronicles at some point. But without further ado, Noodle, it's your table, my guy. Also, what dice do I need?
So this system only needs D10s and D6s. So you make skill checks with D10s and all damage is in D6s. So that's all you need. I did not grab any dice. I think I know where some are, though. I will get them eventually. Yes, I'm just going to quick look. There are two faces you're not seeing today. Crit will not be a part of this session. They are having a lot of personal issues, and that is why we are doing this. It's nothing that's like something you should worry about as a viewer, but they're going to be unavailable for indeterminate amount of time, and that's why we decided to do the session. You are also not seeing video James. The rest are... Yeah, that stole it. I'm the DM now.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're losing my power.
Oh no. You're
I am
the
becoming
only
the
unending cosmic librarian.
Anyway,
no, my cold dead hands.
Yeah, which is why I have a digital timer shaped like a shaped like a wyvern. Anyway. Anyway, James is only unavailable for this week and will be up in the following week. He also has some personal matters, but they're a lot shorter. But I am happy to reintroduce my good friend, maybe more, Smoaky the Blaze.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be back.
Yeah. So today we're going to be playing, and for the foreseeable future, we're going to play a system called Cyberpunk Red. For those who aren't familiar with Cyberpunk whatsoever, technically the timeline diverges between ours and theirs in the 1800s, but for all intents and purposes, things change in the 1900s. In 1990, when a new form of energy called Chu-2, made from alcohol, replaced fossil fuels, and our technology advanced greatly from there. And now it's bad, and there's capitalism just on every street corner. For those who have played the beloved game Cyberpunk 2077 or played Cyberpunk, or watched rather, Cyberpunk Edgerunner, this takes place about 30 years before those. Edgerunner takes place in 76. 77, of course, takes place in 77. So the technology is not quite going to be the same. For example, there are birds. All the birds were killed in 2060, I want to say, because there was too many bird flus. But not now. There's birds everywhere. You're gonna be up to your knees in birds.
I'm pretty sure it's every bird except for chickens.
Yeah, and it's within a 16-mile radius of the town, like the outskirts of the town. So yeah. No birds.
No birds.
I think sharks still exist too. They're extinct in 2077 as well.
They've been here since longer than the trees, and they'll be here long after we're gone.
Nope, they go extinct before 2077. No! It's a whole thing.
Yep. Iguanas are pretty much like reptiles too. They're pretty much gone.
There's only one koala bear left in Australia, and it's hailed as like almost deifically.
Yep.
We've done shit to animals. The world is fucked.
So
Cyberpunk Red takes place in the 2040s. I don't have a specific year in mind, so we're just taking roughly in the 40s, maybe 44, to set a year to it.
Which means if you're playing an older character, you could potentially reference today memes. and just
You could. Yeah. If you want, if you're playing a character who's like at least 30, you can talk about Harambe if you want. How old are all your characters? Please say 29.
42.
God damn it.
19.
Wait, hold on. I just realized that if you were 42, that means you were born in 2002.
Yeah.
Which is
2
like
years younger than I
when
actually
my
am.
sister was born. Yeah.
It's 2 years
That's
younger than
weird.
I
That's
actually am. So yeah.
Yeah, this could be your future. Anyway, the game is called Cyberpunk Red because an event in which Militech, in cooperation with two very popular figures, Johnny Silverhand and Morgan Blackhand, exploded Arasaka with several miniature nukes. You might remember it from the video game. Since then, both individuals have been missing. Johnny Silverhand being announced as dead. Though, now that I think about it, he probably wasn't announced as Johnny Silverhand, but instead disgraced militant abandoner Robert something. I can't remember his last name. I'll stop. Hold on, I'm on it.
Wonder if I can do it before you.
This is the part of the show where they go off and Google stuff because they wanted to make a reference, but they were not prepared. And so now they're Googling all the things they did.
Robert John Linder. That's Johnny Silverhand's real name. Robert John Linder.
Point noodle.
Hey, it was me on Google first. Yeah, someone write that down. Ocean, can you keep score?
Ocean, please keep track of.
Hold on, I'll go noodle. And split that right down the middle, and then
he's been flexing his drawing tablet.
Oh yeah, I $40.
$40.
Anyway, after that nuke went off for 20 years or so, maybe about 25, I think is the totality, the sky was red in Night City. Because, nukes going off in cities are bad.
Correct.
If I know my facts right, it's actually the third nuke that's gone off in the middle of a corporate city. The first two being Miami, Florida, and New York City, I believe. No, New York City is one of them. I don't remember the other one. This is not important. I'm just giving you the basic lore.
Background lore.
Yeah, this is background. None of this is going to come up unless you guys plan to do another nuke, which don't do that, man. Don't. Don't. Hey, young man, what do you have there?
Hey.
Is this a miniature nuke?
Hey.
I could probably build one.
I don't want to set the world. All right.
Okay.
Next?
So anyway, let's get out of all that. So why don't we start at the actual proverbial chop shop here, and we'll introduce everyone. So why don't you describe the chop shop?
So the first thing anyone would notice about Dr. Chrome's Chop Shop is the big neon sign that is full of bullet holes. Kind of a couple of tubes have been shattered. The brightest, most illuminated tubes still intact are the 3 tubes that light up yellow, the word doc, and then in silver next to it is the word chrome. The words chop and shop are, not doing so hot. It's kind of crooked. Looks like maybe the doctor himself put it up without following any regulations or codes or anything like that. But the chop shop is, as it always has been since before he inherited it, has been just a shipping container. Just a shipping container dropped on the side of the road by something or some corporation or other, left to rot. At one point, perhaps it was filled with useful stuff that have since been bartered and traded away, sold for credits. It's got a dingy, faded green color with not rust spots, but more like sickly, not healthy, but persistent moss growing around its base. And a great big sliding door that is perpetually always just a crack open because it was broken a long time ago by some particularly strong mobster. There is the sound of a poorly operated old fan in there somewhere, probably just barely out of sight, but you can hear it. There's an operating table. There are bits of chrome stock just hanging on the back wall, and some less valuable chrome hanging from the ceiling. And sitting behind a glass case of the most valuable chrome that he has to barter and sell is Dr. Chrome himself. He is a lanky, nigh sickly-looking, olive-skinned man. And the two most distinguishing features that pop out upon looking at him is his floppy, overgrown mohawk and his extremely retro left cyber eye. From the way
What makes it retro?
Oh, what makes it retro is the casing. The casing of the cyber eye doesn't really look like the newer stuff. It looks like it's like first wave, where it was cool to kind of look like a robot. It's kind of bulbous in that way. It's got an aperture, and it still functions as though it has all of the most updated internal hardware, which it does. He's seen to that himself. But the casing itself bulges out. It's kind of off-putting. It never blinks. And it's kind of glassed over with a slightly reflective tint. He's probably watching something on his agent. Probably something slightly less than appropriate, despite the myriad of street rat children that pass by the shop every day just to gawk at the body parts around. He pulls a beer out from one of his off the top of one of like the cryo, the big cryo box. He cracks it open and takes a swig. And it's at that point. It's at that point any passerby gets a good look at his nose, which has been replaced with this kind of it's like two planes instead of like a full nose, with two narrow slits on either side that glow green with every breath. This is Dr. Chrome.
So Dr. Chrome is what is called a med tech, more specifically in this case a ripper doc. They excel and specialize in putting robotic bits in ya, out of ya, or fixing them while they're in there.
Otherwise known as Chrome, baby.
Chrome, baby. And you are not the only one who works in the shop. As we see someone walking by, grabbing a few pieces of scrap you have in a bit of a pile there. And would you like to describe your character for us, Moss?
Yes. So Ares takes the little bits and bobs and settles himself into his workspace, which is completely cluttered with different papers with blueprints and schematics and whatever other bits and bobs that he's working with at the time. He's got like slate gray hair with these neon blue highlights going through it, just working away. Yeah, so he's just a little clueless gearhead in his element, working on stuff.
Okay, and then Ares and Chrome here. How did you two meet?
Just looking for a place to crash and make some money.
On Craigslist looking for
Yeah.
roommates.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, Cyber Craigslist. I apologize.
Yeah, the
Call
original
it the
Craigslist
Dex in
doesn't
the
exist
future.
anymore.
Hey.
Call it the Dex.
Another dumb bit of background lore. The internet is broken and you shouldn't go there. Instead, there are local internets, usually just called the net, sometimes called a city net, for more localized areas like Night City. Because you could actually die going onto the regular internet. It's a very real possibility.
Yeah, that's what happens when you let AI do its thing.
Yeah, there's some rough shit going on over there. And then, lastly, I'm trying to think of the best way to get Lorenzo up in this scene. I don't imagine him sitting around a Ripper Doc's office.
No, but I could totally introduce myself if you like.
Yeah, give it to me. You give it to me.
Right.
If you got an idea to get him into the scene, get him into the scene.
So the first thing that y'all would hear, y'all are working away, right? Doing whatever you're doing. Your Ares there is probably working on a gun, doing something, mechanical. And the first thing that you would hear amongst all the crazy chatter of the city outside is ching, ching, ching,
You hear that?
ching. It's the sound of spurs walking in to your Ripper Dock.
The asshole's back.
You take him this time.
Oh.
As a say 5'9",
Respectable.
duster wearing, wide brimmed, tall crowned hat. I guess kind of light,
Just call him a cyber
darker
cowboy.
skin. Yeah, he's a cyber cowboy. All right.
Sue me!
He's a cyber cowboy. What do you want from me? He's got a big old buckle with like some neon on it, and it's, I don't know.
He's got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, and you best fucking believe he's got a big iron on his hip.
You're
Fucking
goddamn right he
sue
does. Yeah, this cyber cowboy. You hear him first walk into the chrome shop, and he just kind of stops there, pushes open the door. The light kind of spills in from behind him, and he's just got like his hands on his buckle. Looks around and just, so what's going on here?
Cat videos.
It was a very slow day in the office.
No customers today.
Nope. Slow day for Dr. Crone.
Ain't that just a damn shame?
You're not bleeding, are you?
Nope, no bleeding.
I guess it's the first time for everything.
I don't know what you're talking about, Doc. I'm doing just fine.
Flashback to the first time we meet.
Yeah, how did you guys meet? Just-
Definitely a shooting nearby. And I probably wandered in, clutching my side, bullet wound, and just kind of hopped on the table. And just said, "Eddie's later."
And did Eddie's ever come?
Wait, Eddie's are
The currency of this world is what are called euro dollars. There's a couple other. I think there's called like. It's definitely not called the super yen, but it's something close to that.
It's
Yeah.
In
Euro
Japan.
bucks in the handbook thing.
Yeah, euro dollars, euro bucks. The technical term is euro dollars.
Slang is Eddie's.
Eddie.
Yeah,
Okay,
ED.
as long as it wasn't like anesthetics.
No.
No, Eddie's. No.
Okay.
Anesthesia me up, dude.
No. So yeah, probably the first thing.
New yen. It's called
First
new
time
yen,
you would have
not
met.
super yen.
I would have been pretty close to bleeding out and just said, "Eddie's later, fix me up now."
Well, damn. Okay. Just begrudgingly. This gets to work.
And that's
So you're not bleeding. What are you doing in my store?
Honestly, I'm not totally sure. I just happened to be out on a walk throughout.
thought I'd stop by.
Yeah, just thought I'd stop by, say hi, see how everybody's doing here. Wondering if...
that tumbleweed back where you found it.
I shoo away the air.
I would say at about that moment, you get a call on your agent, and it's from a fixer that you've worked with a couple of times by the name of Game Crash.
Okay.
So assumedly it's work.
Me?
Yeah, you.
All right.
Who else gets calls from fixers? These two?
Fair enough. Yeah.
Sometimes.
I look down and say, "Sorry, hold on a second. I gotta take this," and then don't even leave the room. I don't even leave the room, and I just say, "How's it going, gamer?"
Hey, Lorenzo, right?
That's me.
I'm calling because I got a little work needs done. You free right now?
Could you turn it down, Ram Ranch?
He's playing it on speaker at max volume.
Oh my gosh.
I'm working here!
Me too. All
Who are you
right.
talking to back there?
Nobody. Just a local ripper.
All right.
All right. What's the job? I'm definitely interested.
I got a buddy down in the Haywood Industrial Zone. Says his warehouse got stolen from. It's
Like the whole warehouse?
No, not the whole warehouse. A decent chunk of the supply though. Got a few oddities on the cameras. Nothing too exciting. But let's just say the products are less than legal.
Maelstrom, gangers, scabs? What are we looking at?
We're less than sure on the cameras. Their faces seem blurred despite no technology on the cameras showing as much.
So obviously some kind of active camo. All right, yeah. You got an address for me?
Yeah, and he sends you the address. I don't know Haywood addresses.
That's okay.
This
That's
cat
plenty okay.
cyberleg is spazzing out.
So, what are we looking for, kind of crew-wise? We thinking big, small? Couple guys
I
in
got
or out?
a couple of people. I'm thinking, I mean, for the sake of the plot, hopefully you got someone who knows a little bit about technology, because those cameras should be able to get past active camo.
I side-eye Ares.
And perhaps someone who knows a little bit about cybernetics to see what kind of active camo they're working with.
My eyes change directions in the opposite.
They cross in opposite directions. Yeah, this is all on speaker. But yeah, it's looking like he's willing to pay a percentage on whatever you're able to bring back. So
Okay. That sounds pretty good to me.
all right, I'll hope to see that it's done later.
As soon as possible.
And he hangs up.
You guys busy tonight?
Yes.
Hold on, and he just starts scrolling through his agent, clearly not on like some kind of schedule.
Completely,
But
yeah.
just blatantly on like
Yeah.
cyber
So
Instagram.
reminder that agents just look like glass panes, so you could definitely see what's going on from the backside of it.
It's
Hold on.
it's like
Yeah,
it's like
I don't
someone-
even
It's,
look
it's like
it up.
some influencer post porn recipe porn. Yeah, I guess
Average
it's pretty-
Reddit front page.
Hey, ha-cha-cha.
Haha.
Ho-ho.
So you're free then?
Sure.
What about you, Wires?
What are we running?
Got a job from my local fixer gamer.
Yeah, we know.
Well, essentially, we got a warehouse was robbed earlier.
You had it on
Guy
full
wants his stuff
volume,
back.
and I'm 5 feet away. We heard everything.
Well, I'm just saying it for the sake of exposition then. God damn. And I
I have a plot to advance.
Honestly, I was trying to ignore the whole conversation.
He gets up.
what would
Chrome gets up and puts on his lab coat made of garbage.
I figure. Wait, hold on a second. Either one of you got a car?
Huh?
Do you guys
Who
got
could afford
wheels?
a car?
That,
I look
doesn't go to
outside and just go,
Chrome doesn't make house calls. Lately?
all right then. Well, guess we're walking, or taking the metro.
Gross.
But well, I mean, you do what you gotta do. It's Night City, right? Either way, I figure we should head over there, scope it out before dark, and then probably head in later tonight.
Okay. Chrome locks up, which has just so many pull-down metal-plated doors. Just
Truly excessive.
so many.
Alrighty, we're all game then.
Yeah. So you get the directions to
15
the.
different padlocks.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, almost there.
This one sticks. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Fucking shoot.
3 hours later. You guys get how you getting there? On foot or the metro?
I guess either end cart or on foot. Y'all feel like a walk? We might. I guess where are we currently? Where's the shop located?
I assumed it was along the coast of Haywood, but Goon is willing to. It was welcome to correct me.
This is as good as mine.
Okay, yeah, it's in probably Haywood. If you're not that well off, you're probably in South Haywood.
Yeah. All right. So it's really just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah, you could get there with a reasonable walking time, maybe an hour, but you're within range.
Alrighty, let's Delta.
All right. You guys make your way to the warehouse. As soon as you get there, you can see they're a bit on high alert. They got SSI, Security Specialists Incorporated, guards around, and you can see some new cameras are getting moved around when you get there. The only person who seems to not have SSI garb on is this one woman who's kind of just yelling at all of them in Spanish and pointing to different spots.
I speak Spanish. Do I understand what she's saying?
It's just something to the effect of like, over there, fix it now. Like it's not. It's just her. Yeah, she's just giving orders.
Do I get Corpo vibes?
No.
No,
Not from her look for sure. She looks like someone from Haywood.
Okay.
Do I recognize her?
So, do you know random warehouse workers?
I have one enemy. All right, and they.
Is it a warehouse worker?
No, they do have access to a powerful corp.
This is not. She does not have access to a
Okay,
powerful
cool.
corp.
All right, cool.
SSI, for anyone who isn't aware, is kind of Security Specialists Incorporated. At least at this point in time, they are kind of the cheap-ish security company. If you want real security, you go to someone like Lazarus. Like you're not.
Yeah.
They're not getting in, but if you're on a bit of a budget.
How many gonks?
I'd say about 4 on the outside. And they're just kind of investigating them.
Slang for hired gun.
No,
Yes.
street slang for idiot.
Oh, close enough. Yeah, close enough. Hey, what's the difference?
Well,
yeah.
if we were to go right now, we'd certainly catch him unawares. But
We're also
Yeah,
going in without any eyes.
yeah,
Hearing you
that's,
guys mumbling to each other, she looks over at you guys, and in Spanish, she says something to the effect of like, "What are you doing here? This is secure space right now."
I bet it's a secure space. Mommy, you're looking mighty fine. Let's go, guys.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to roll a die of some sort.
All right. What are you talking?
Let's
What are we
see.
thinking?
Let's look at the social skills.
Hold on a second. Let me bring up my character sheet.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a skill you think you can justify using it here, otherwise it's just a general cool check. Conversation, maybe.
Hold on a second.
Can I roll human perception?
Sure, you can do that well. So to roll in the system, you roll a d10 and add your skill. You're still looking for roughly the same numbers you're looking for in D&D. The difference is that the skills are a lot higher, so the die, while still mattering, is not as heavy as an impact.
So my level
Human empathy.
in human perception is 6. My stat
All right.
is
You're looking.
blank, and my base is 0.
Conversation is +9. That is a total 12.
Yeah.
And that is,
Your base should be 6 in that case.
12 for my human perception also.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you that you perceive that she is very not happy with what she was just. Do you speak Spanish, Dr.
Yes.
Crumb?
I do not.
Yeah, so you don't know what's going on per se between Lorenzo and Dr. and this lady here, but she seems very annoyed with whatever's going on. And then he just looks back and goes, "Let's go." And she kind of stops and goes, "Where do you think you're going?"
Oh, just seeing the sights. I'm loving what I'm seeing here, but if we're not welcome, then I'd prefer to mosey.
Okay, so I heard
Who
something,
are you
something,
people?
something, 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 Mosey. Are you hitting on her?
Hello, ¿dónde está la biblioteca?
I just kind of turn my head to you and go, see.
Ay, caramba.
She looks to you in English and goes, "This area is currently off limits. After a recent break-in, we're still securing it. Can I help any of you with anything other than you?" She
Nope.
points to Lorenzo.
No.
Well,
She got any food for home?
She has a lot of what looks like aesthetic stuff. You can see like the classic metal line down here and along her arms and things like that. Go ahead and make a check.
Cyber tech
See
check?
here. Yeah, do a cyber tech check.
Cyber tech check. Cyber tech check. Cyber tech check. So my level's 4, my stat is 8 in cyber tech.
So in total,
Plus
12.
Plus 12 to this.
The base, if the character sheet's working right, the base should be the thing you roll.
My base didn't get calculated for any of it.
Neither. So that's a 5 plus
wait.
12.
Okay, so at a 17, I will say that you can tell at her hip, like on the side of her thigh, she has a weapon storage of some sort, like an item storage. Doesn't need it inherently be a weapon, but basically there's a compartment in her leg.
Dr. Chrome will remember that for later.
These guys are like, to make this clear, these guys are the ones we need to get past.
This is the warehouse you're supposed to investigate. A fact you have not told anyone.
Oh, wait, so... Okay, I thought we were here to get the shit back.
No, you don't know who stole the shit.
Oh,
You're
okay.
here this is the warehouse.
Oh, okay,
This is
well
the
then-
warehouse, yeah. Oh, yeah, you've been handling this wrong, haven't you?
A little bit, honestly. I was just trying to get us out of a bad situation, but if it's not a bad situation, then fuck.
No, this is what this is the warehouse that was stolen from. This woman's just on edge, and you're 3 strangers that walked up.
Yeah, while these dudes are being goofballs over here, I'm going to find the nearest plug-in to open up my computer.
So you guys got an outlet somewhere?
I'm sure there's somewhere on the street.
Who's walking along the side of the sidewalk feeling around for one of those little outlets that are covered with little metal hinges? Kind of nice.
Yeah, there's vending machines. I'm sure I can unplug one of
Oh
those.
yeah, you find a nearby set of vending machines, which you can see the plug for.
Yeah, and I want to try to access their system and find like an inventory of the stuff that went missing.
So you want to hack into their warehouse?
Yes.
Okay, this is a wild set of decisions that are being made. We'll get
A
back
little
to you in
bit,
a
isn't it?
second. Yeah,
Oh,
I was not
they're
ready for this level of
distracted.
chaos. Well, yeah, so yeah, you're taking advantage of the fact that they're arguing with you.
Quite
Let's
simply,
call
I'm here
this.
because I was bored, and this guy had a job.
Let's call this a security tech check. It's just under techniques.
Yes. Okay, so what is the number that I add?
So
Based
you
on-
would add
So like
the
my
total of your
stats
level,
level
plus stat.
is okay. Okay, so plus 12.
Of course you're good at this.
That's 14.
Ooh, it's a good roll. Plus 12, isn't it?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
I'll say, since you're just trying to get surface level information, you catch with a 12, you're able to get enough into the system that you can see their inventory. This place seems to be, at the very least, on the books, selling legal pharmaceuticals, medicines, and things like that. Nothing illegal like you heard over the phone.
It's more
this is
secure.
Cybertor, actually.
All right.
No.
So, first of all,
back to Lorenzo.
I would like to apologize for the. Well, honestly, I was misinformed. We're the crew that was hired to help you retrieve your stolen goods.
Oh, you're the one that Game Crash sent?
That'd be me, Lorenzo.
Castillo. She holds her hand out.
Pleasure to meet you. I kiss
Maria
it.
Castillo. She's still annoyed with you, so at best that would just go over fine.
Chrome is 6'4" and very skinny, so he's just towering over this conversation.
Yeah.
Gross.
I apologize for being on edge. This whole thing's been a massive annoyance.
No issue. I can only imagine the stress you must have went through.
Yeah, you're actually going to be working with my brother Andre. He's inside.
Okay.
Well, ain't that?
Meet you inside.
Well, ain't that a shame? Maybe I should give you my phone number. We can link back later, discuss the details.
Hi, Nude. Get your ass over here.
I'm trying to decide what kind of check this would be. My thought process might be either persuasion or wardrobe and style. I'll let you pick.
Hold on a second. Why do I have...
Also, this game, compared to the games we've been playing, has so many more skills.
So
and the
much
funny
stuff.
thing is,
this
is the streamlined version. Cyberpunk 2020 had so many more skills.
I will go with convert. Oh wait, that should only be a 7. Okay. I will go with wardrobe and style.
Yeah, for your character sheet, I usually have your character sheet up for a list of skills. That's a fun fact.
Oh, that's so bad. That's a 9.
Oh god, that's a natty 1, my dude.
Nope, not a natty 1. It's a natural 2.
Still bad. She looks and goes,
Wait, how the fuck did you guys get added? Don't mind me.
she looks at you and goes, get the job done and I'll consider.
Yes, ma'am.
She's being polite. Let's go.
She is, with your human empathy check, she's being polite.
Clearly.
She's not picking up the vibe.
Clearly.
Second we get in, Dr. Chrome is gonna just wildly look around with his cyber eye with the telescopic vision, and I want to roll a deduction check.
On just what's going on in here?
Just first impressions right off the bat, just zooming in on things that catch his eye and get more detail. So I'm rolling 6 plus an 8 on this. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So plus 14 to this roll. Ha it's a 2. So it's 16.
Alright. With the 16, there are about 3 more people in this main warehouse area that are cleaning up a mess of just destroyed boxes and crates. You see things spilling out of it that are very obviously illicit drugs. How much do you know about illicit drugs?
I know that I
like them.
Okay, good to know. I will give you one of the drugs you see then. Hold on.
One drug. Adding to gear. One drug.
I didn't mean I'm going to physically... I'm telling you one of the drugs that is spilled out on the ground. One drug. Let's see. I gotta pull back up my list of drugs. You see that one of the boxes is just poured out with what is called Boost.
Boost? Can
Boost.
I get the identify spell rundown or no?
I assume you've done boost at some point.
Right, but
boost.
me, the player, doesn't know what boost
yeah,
is.
boost. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Boost lasts for about 24 hours, and while you use it, your intelligence increases by 2 points. This can actually raise you above the maximum of 8. So someone like you could get really smart for a little bit. It is pretty addictive, but it's fairly it's costly, but it's not too hard to get your hands on.
Chrome sees
If you
the
know-
boost on the ground
yeah.
and says, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
I pretend that I don't notice. Actually,
Yeah, one of the nearby people goes, "Hey, man, we're not you're not supposed to stand back. Get away from the stuff."
Don't worry about it.
The guy just goes.
Don't worry about it. We're the crew working this job. Where's the guy in charge?
Andre's up in his office, and he points to a nearby like staircase leading up to presumably a
First to walk,
kind of
now
overwatching
stairs.
area. And up top, you can see like a sort of balcony office. You know those ones where they look over their employees menacingly.
Oh, of course.
You can just see a guy up. You just see like cigar smoke in there. You don't actually see someone up there.
Oh, thank you muchly. I'll be sure to recommend you for your promotion.
Just say,
Hey, thanks, man. I'm going through a lot right now.
Hey, you're a good guy. And then I head upstairs.
He starts weeping as you head upstairs. I gotta add a guy who's just like a little bitch somewhere.
just a guy somewhere, yeah.
Let's be clear, if I was in the cyberpunk world, I would be this guy. I would just be in over my head, scared, going through a lot right now. Alright. You make your way up towards the office. Through the smoke of the cigar, you see a man who is holding a cigar in one hand, and then seemingly at the elbow, his hand splits into a second set of hands on each one, and 2 of them are rifling through some paperwork.
Do I know them? I probably just know the make and model of these extra hands, don't I?
Yeah, I don't think they're I'm making these up as I go. So these ones are just called like spiders. They can become one thick arm, but they basically split in half into 2 partial arms.
Hey, what's the version of the spiders you get there?
He looks up at you on 28B, the Militech model.
Good security on those.
Some heavy chrome you're rocking there, buddy. My name's Lorenzo. I was called here by Gamer Crash to work a job.
Dr. Chrome here
this
is
guy-
on board.
And meanwhile, Ares is still outside, looking through this.
No,
Oh god, do you follow them? I don't know.
Yeah, I come in with them,
Yeah.
just kind of following behind, and I want to be using what's it called, micro optics, to be looking for fingerprints and stuff,
Okay.
on tables.
Go ahead and make a. I'm trying to decide which skill because there's so many fucking skills.
Perception,
say,
I assume.
Oh yeah, perception. I think perception will do.
Okay. 13.
13. There's not a lot of fingerprints. Well, there's like a whole miasma of them, of like random people's fingerprints and things like that. But there's nothing that like sticks out at you as particularly suspicious in the main warehouse per se. Once everyone's in the office, I'm here for the job. I'm here because I had nothing else to do. He just kind of slowly looks over to you, Ares. And you?
So techie.
I run with him. I'm pointing
Fair
at
enough.
Dr. Crow.
He puts the cigar in his mouth. His arms kind of latch into 2 full arms once again. And he slides out a piece of paper and he goes, "For obvious reasons, our actual stock has to be kept
hardback, and he slides across a manifest of some of the missing items, and about 50,000 euro dollars worth of goods, of Boost specifically, was stolen. It doesn't seem like they stole full crates, they just kind of took what they can, but a lot of drugs were stolen.
Jeez, Choom, these guys almost took you for everything you're worth.
Oh, I got more than that in there, but that's most of what the expensive shit I had was, which is why I'm willing to hire out for it. I got the camera footage of what happened. Other than that, I will leave this mostly to you. My sister handles most of the security detail. I had 2 people working last night when it happened. If you can get it back, I'll give you 10% of the total value, whatever you get back.
I'll need to look at that footage.
Any other resources I can equip you with?
You said you had 2 people working last night?
2 guards working last night, yes. Cameras.
Wouldn't mind having a chat with them if they're not flatlined.
One of them's in the hospital, the other one's out.
The one in the hospital, he see much?
He was by the front door, so if anyone got a good view, it'd be him.
Alright, which hospital's he in?
I'm gonna need a sample of this product. Yeah, I did roll a check for that, and I failed.
Okay, cool. Yeah. He's gonna look at you and go, I'll tell you what, since you're helping it out, I'd give it to you for 35 ED.
30.
40.
31.
45.
That's... What?
Chrome, you're
Terrible negotiator.
Chrome, you're a
Get the
terrible
job
negotiator.
Alright.
Which hospital?
I'm gonna say... Okay. I add 5 to this. And Dr. Crumb says 32. And that's a total of 8. It's a total of 8.
Yeah, he's sticking with 45 now, which is still a discount. Normally it goes for 50, but you lost your discount you got.
Forget it. Fucking show.
I don't even want drugs.
Negotiate
Bitches.
after they've got their
Man.
goods back.
42 in 43 is not that. It's 43. What years? 44? Did I say?
He's 42 years old.
He's a 42-year-old in the year 44. That's nothing. That's like me in 20 years.
Same.
Hey, ha-cha-cha.
Hey, yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
He's just dragging on a cigar. What did you say you needed? He got distracted with the drugs.
No issue. Where's your man? Where's he? Which hospital did he go to?
He's at Haywood Med down on the South Bay.
All right, sounds good. I'll make my way down there. I'd like to have a conversation with him, get as much as he knows, and
he's gonna pass along. It just looks like a strip of plastic. He's going to hold it out to Ares. These are basically the equivalents of data shards that exist for now. It's just basically a fancy SD card. And he goes, the footage shuts off about 45 seconds into the robbery, so minimal usage.
you have a neural interface?
Does he? Or are you
No,
asking? Yeah.
Ares.
No, you can slide those into your computer
Yeah.
or your agent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They do work with neural
well,
interfaces. Data shards are a very new thing in Red. They exist.
Would it work
for
with virtuality
Neuralinks, but-
glasses too?
I'll say for the sake of discussion, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so then he can have like this 3D environment where he's inspecting the footage.
Okay, yeah, why not? We'll deal with that in a second. Is there anything else anyone would like from the actual warehouse before you get out of here?
No, I got most of what I need. Actually, pretty good. What kind of iron were they carrying? Heavy?
One of them had a very heavy pistol. There was about 5 people on the camera. One of them had a very heavy pistol. The rest were rocking some sort of rifles.
Alright. Just need to know what I need to go in with.
Yeah, things could get messy. They could not. We'll see what happens.
You promise?
That things could not get messy?
No,
Things could.
That things could get messy.
Well, the way gangs have been around here lately, it's not out of the question. I assume that's who took it, but I couldn't pin down which one exactly.
Yeah. Of course. These fucking booster gangs think they're hot shit. I should say, on his back, Lorenzo, I guess you guys would definitely notice he is wearing gang colors, specifically 6th Street. On the back of his coat, he's got a skull with a 6 on the forehead, just denoting his allegiance, I guess. Yeah, anyway, fucking booster gangs think they're hot shit. Alright, well, I think I've got all I need. Either of you need anything from here?
I need to inspect some chrome, man. That's what I'm here for, right?
Well, I suppose you can do that once we get the live feed.
Yeah. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys head out of Castillo Logistics, and
I stick around to review the footage.
okay, so we'll say what this looks like for us is you put on your old VR goggles, as they were, and you have a piece of technology already loaded up that takes the camera feeds from multiple angles to more or less create a 3D kind of interactive video feed. Allowing you to there's parts of the room that are just like blank, like random corners of walls and whatnot, where a camera doesn't quite aim at it because there's nothing there. But you're able to get a decent view as you, I assume, do this from the scene of the crime, the main part of the warehouse. Hey, man, we're cleaning up in here, so just try not to get in the way, all right?
Take 5.
Okay. This is horrible. So as you put on the video footage from the moment of the situation, you see the 2 people, the aforementioned 2 guards working in the main warehouse section. One of them looks down at his agent and he goes, it would seem we got someone passing the perimeter. I'm going to go investigate. And he starts to walk away. And right as he opens the door, you just hear him go, "Oh shit!" as someone immediately rams him with the butt of a rifle. These 5 people come in. You can't make out their faces. They all look like the blurriest image you've ever seen, despite the rest of the footage being in HD. And then this first person, again using a very heavy pistol, fires it off at the other guard, who immediately falls to the ground. Seemingly this is the flatlined one. One of the first things you notice is that this person, despite their face being blurry, you can very clearly make out that they have a full mullet. Just truly business in the front, party in the back. God, I'm loving the idea of you doing very fun. That's a good one. I've been thinking about doing that one myself. A few more people come in with various crimped hairstyles and a bunch of hair clips as they immediately start to load up these big sacks. And then one of them, their voice also sounds like it's been anonymized, goes, "The cameras." And then someone goes, "Right." And they pull out their agent and they type something away that the cameras can't quite see. And then the footage stops.
So are the virtuosity glasses just one person operate only? Or
I assume you can all take turns, but yes.
Okay.
They're basically VR goggles.
Chrome is, in every essence of the word, just like an overgrown, impatient teenager. So he's just been like leaning up against a box, waiting for his turn with the glasses, kind of
leaning against a box of Boost.
With like he's like, you can see his one normal eye, like just fighting the urge to look at all the spilled Boost on the ground, just really pissed off, just like waiting for his turn so he can do his job.
I take them off, and I'm like, there's not much useful on here. Got their hair, but no faces.
Let me see.
Fine. I hand them over, reluctantly.
Messes with your size settings. Puts them on.
Oh, God, it's not gonna fit on your head next when you get it back.
Boys, what he's gotta do is he's gotta like tilt the glasses so his normal eye is in the lens, and his bulbous cyber eye is like peeking out the other side because it just doesn't fit. Okay. Rewind. I would like to either make a cyber tech, basic tech, or deduction roll to determine, whatever you Game Master believe is most applicable, just to determine the family of visual disruption cyberware that they are rocking.
Okay. Go ahead and do a cyber tech roll.
Yeah,
Okay,
that would have
so
been a good thing to roll.
That's a 8. That's a 4 plus 8. That's a plus 12 to this roll. And that's an 8 on the die, so that's a 20.
Okay, with a 20, hell yeah, brother. You can't have a clean 20 in this system, but yeah. With a 20, you recognize these. Basically, the way they work is they would come out of the sides of one's face and literally create like a blur hologram over their face.
Okay, so it's local. It's local. It's not beamed out. All right.
Yeah, it's a pretty common piece of technology that exists in these situations. But for the most part, anything over like the cheapest of security cameras can decode them in about the time that the footage happened. Yet it shows no sign of that actually happening on the footage. It's not a very popular tech for that reason, so it's not been that far advanced. So from what you guys collectively know about the security cameras here, they should have had no problem decoding those active camos for the face.
So clearly there's some kind of tampering with the cameras happening. You check it and see if you can't find anything like that, any kind of digital footprint left over from some kind of tampering. I'll keep looking around. I want to take a closer look at these guns. I'll send you screenshots.
Yeah, they seem like amateurs because they didn't turn off the feed before going in, but camera's also not detecting their face.
Mm-hmm.
So they're either bad or so good it was intentional.
Either way. If you want to make a basic tech roll to see if you can root around in the camera's software and the general security grid, you are welcome to Ares.
Yeah, I'll do that. Basic tech, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, it's 19.
I will say with a 19, you are able to, first of all, the easy thing, you can tell with very little searching that there was actively a virus implanted that was designed to bug out any decrypting software and also like damage the audio recepting, like basically corrupt audio input, which is why their voices sounded so fucked up. With a higher check, you are able to realize that there is still some sort of external link happening with the cameras. They still have a, sorry to borrow olden hacking terms, a backdoor installed.
Maybe you can trace it to their net.
Yeah, I wanna reverse the IP and find out if they're detectable.
Okay, we'll call that a security tech check. It's going to be pretty difficult. They did their homework, but...
Yeah. The security tech, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So, 15.
With a 15, you're not able to figure out exactly who it is, but it is on a semi-local connection. It's going to be someone working in, on, or immediately around the Haywood Industrial Zone. It's not going to be someone from like Santo Domingo or something like that. Again,
IP's
so
pinging back local.
All right, maybe we go ahead and ask around local dives, see if there are any crews or any jobs recently. Have to pay off the right person to talk about that, but
What's boost used for again?
Boost your intelligence.
Big brain mode. So
it's Mentats from Fallout.
Oh, I was thinking Hyper Adderall.
It's speed.
Okay.
Yeah. Adderall is a similar.
You know,
Yeah,
the fast brain juice.
The fast brain juice.
You know, legal meth. Adderall.
Not my cup of tea. I prefer black lace.
Black lace was originally the drug I was considering when writing this, but I ended up landing on Boost.
Fair enough.
So, do either of you know who would benefit from that much boost?
Me?
Any of the gangs?
It's a very, very versatile drug.
Yeah,
Anyone
it's just
could
how
use 2
much
points
they
in
stole.
intelligence.
Yeah. Really, anybody could use boost.
Who has the infrastructure to wash and then distribute this much boost?
I will say that Lorenzo, as someone who works heavily in solo work and also is a self-described Haywood boy born and raised, you can make a local expert check.
Hell yeah. I should have +4 to that, right? Yeah, local expert. So 10 total.
Local expert, your home in this case.
So I have 10 base. So let's see.
Okay. You know your home.
19.
Okay, I'll give you a list of the current gangs as soon as I can remember where I put them in my notes, because I should already have that out, but I don't.
I gotta be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Let me scroll over to a different page real quick so I can write them down.
Yep. Let's see.
All right, go ahead.
Here. There are really 5 gangs in the area. Not all of them are in direct competition. 2 of them are, which I'll get to in a second. There are the Neon Serpents. They also work in... These are relevant anyway. They work in drug trafficking a lot. But they also, I think, are mostly known for illegal cyberware that they are semi-well-known if you're in the know for installing blackmailware in there.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with them.
To kind of, Oops.
Dr. Chrome will work with anyone if the price is right.
Next up, there are the Chrome Samurai. They are a gang that does follow. Yeah, they follow Bushido. I think is how you pronounce that. The kind of samurai codes. I said 5, and I only have 4 written down. I don't know how to count. And the next 2, who are kind of in direct competition, are what are called the Rewind gangs. You don't know their individual names, as they mostly just fight with each other. They are 2 groups of poser gangs. I will, in fact, because you rolled so high, tell you that they are not all posing. Do you know what a poser gang is? Actually, let me start with that.
I do know what a poser gang is. It's essentially a gang that isn't actually a gang. They're just kind of They just kind of like to go around and fuck shit up.
They're
No,
looking for attention.
No, you're getting closer.
Okay.
A poser in Cyberpunk is someone who has taken extensive plastic surgery to look like a celebrity. A poser gang is a gang of people who did that thing. Most famously, in the original Cyberpunk, there was a group called the Kennedys, which was a gang that all looked like JFK. That is a real thing that was written into Cyberpunk 2013. They are my favorite.
Man doesn't even.
In this case.
Man doesn't even mention the bozos.
They all look like Bozo the Clown?
No, they all look like they're all dressed up after Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, word.
Yeah, there's so many good things. You remember that article in real life about how the ICP, like, Juggalo makeup confuses face recognition? It's kind of that energy.
Something like that, yeah.
That's one of my favorite dumb things. Anyway, these aren't all designed to look like the same person. But are instead one gang has done their best to look like a bunch of celebrities from the 1980s, and the other one has done their best to look like celebrities from the 1990s.
Oh my god.
1980s.
It's the McFly guys.
Celeb.
The McFly guys.
Okay, so Neon Serpents.
Icers.
The Neon Serpents are big in drugs. The Chrome Samurai, not their MO, and the Rewind gangs are two groups of celebs from the two poser gangs who look like celebs either from the 1980s or the 1990s.
Yes. They are, having said that, they are not known for high-end crime, a lot of vandalism, theft, stealing, general The other two are like local problems that people have to deal with. The Rewind gangs are just kind of menaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And the fourth one?
Those I was describing the Rewind gangs as being two different gangs. You just don't know their exact names. That's just what people call them, especially since they're not always easy to tell apart.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say, so the Neon Serpents, their whole MO is drugs, just like this. It's very possible that they were the ones here. The Chrome Samurai, not really their thing. They're, honor. And the Rewind gangs, they're not so big time. So maybe one of them tried to make a move, rise up the ranks. I'm honestly not too sure. My money's on Neon Serpents.
Love Neon Serpents. Love them. They tip.
I can say you have a connection with the Neon Serpents.
Everyone's welcome at Dr. Chrome's.
Even if they shouldn't be.
Even if they shouldn't be.
I realize, Goon, this is just a call out to you as a person. For the games I run, you like to run characters who just kind of talk like this and are a little bit of piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dr. Chrome knows what it's all about.
That's also Nosh's voice, so...
No, Nosh is down here.
No, Nosh's was way down there, but
Nosh
it's
is
the
way
same
down here.
vibe.
And then up here is Fizzarelli.
Yeah. That's your bit. You just do pieces of shit and talk like this.
Dr. Chrome is actually my Dr. Teeth impression.
Oh,
from the Interesting Man. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, while we're just sitting here talking semantics then, I suppose we go ask around, see if the Neon Serpents pulled off a job. We're gonna need to grease the right palm for it, though. Let's Delta. Unless there's anything.
Can I roll a stealth check to pocket some ground boost?
I leave.
I am also leaving.
Well, okay.
Can I roll stealth to pocket some ground boost?
I'm gonna clean up here real quick. Yes, you can.
Brilliant. Okay, so I add 10 to this. Let's go.
Of course you do.
And I roll a 10. Let's go. Dirty 20.
You get a single ground boost.
Okay, adding to gear. One.
You go to grab another one, and then you see the guy come back and go, "Hey man, I'm back from my 5.
One loose boost. Big brain mode under.
I forgot my agent back here, so I couldn't keep track of time, but I think it was 5 minutes.
You done good. I give him like a single pat on the shoulder as I leave.
I'm already
Thanks, man. Yeah, you've been gone.
Later,
you didn't even
dogs.
stop the talking.
Later, gonks.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yeah, and Dr. Crumb is out.
Okay, cool. Where to next, gang?
I'm the cowboy.
I'm going to a local bar.
Okay.
Does
You
it have a
head
hookup for me?
over to
Probably.
why don't you tell me about the name of this bar?
As we
What's
enter
the
the
bar you
bar,
tend to frequent?
What I want to do as we enter the bar is I want to be right behind Cassidy over here and just copy his movements beat for beat, just kind of obnoxiously.
Yeah. What bar
This-
does Lorenzo frequent?
Lorenzo frequents El Polo Loco, the crazy chicken, and totally not owned by one Gus Friedman.
Never heard of it.
No, not once.
So we roll up to El Polo Locos, I guess we walk up.
Yeah. Pull up is a strong word.
Pull up is a strong word. Just swing open the two double doors. It's a very Western themed bar. You can see why he hangs around here.
A tumbleweed flies by.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Upon closer inspection, it's just a hologram of a tumbleweed.
Why?
As you open the door, a nearby speaker plays the sound of a floorboard creaking, and everyone kind of looks back to you.
The piano man stops.
It's like his arms are chrome and like have.
Yeah, the
more
piano
fingers
man
than they
is
used to
not
be.
a person; it is just a robot.
And then the music resumes and everybody goes back to talking, just like in the westerns.
Yeah,
I am doing that, walking behind, copying his movements bit from that I mentioned.
it only did that because the facial recognition didn't recognize these two. If you were been around here before, it doesn't make the sound. Movies in town.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scan the bar real quick. Are there any people here who aren't regulars?
Make a. We'll actually continue to call this a local expert check.
Okay.
I want to see if I've installed any of the Chrome in this bar.
Okay, we'll just call that a deduction check.
That is a total 14.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 8 plus 6.
There's a few people here that aren't like regulars, but that's not one that looks like out of place per se. You know, people want to visit the Wild West bar when they're in the area.
Of course.
I'll say there is someone with like a snake tattoo up their arm, drinking in the corner would be the only like notable thing.
I got a 22.
22.
With a 22, there is a woman with a not as rough as yours cyber eye that you recognize, kind of vaguely near the snake tattoo guy, but not directly talking to him, just along the same bar.
Gotcha. So they have.
Ares, does Ares know anyone? Does Ares have friends other than these two?
Friends is
Yeah, I
a
didn't think so.
stretch.
Friends is a strange.
Yeah, that's
If anything, this person is a client.
Yes.
any.
He has clients
Roommate.
and he has.
He only
enemies,
has
I'm
roommates, and that's it.
Yes. They're
I don't know where
acquaintances.
Lorenzo lives, actually. I don't know. I was imagining he also
He
lives
lives
there.
in the setting sun. What do you want?
Yeah.
He walks into the setting sun and he goes to bed. Come on.
We're doing a Justice Jackson again. He lives in a van by the beach. The van does
That's
not
honestly
run.
exactly what I was thinking. Is he probably lives in a broken down van in a back alley somewhere?
Yeah, it does not run. The tires have been stolen.
Yeah, exactly.
The Chew 2 tank leaks.
Oh, 100%. There's no way he's operating that vehicle.
Yeah, he's just where he sleeps. And it
I
happens to be 3 blocks away from the chop shop.
I walk up to the bar, wave down the bartender, and just go, tequila. And I slam down a cup. And I look back at everybody. At the two of you.
Two.
I'm heading over to a booth to open up my computer.
Okay, so 3 in total. He pours out 4 and kind of holds one up.
I guess I'll flick him the eddies, however much that is.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the tequila.
Yeah. And I'll lean on the bar and just ask, so what's the word?
Well, I heard there was a couple of robberies downtown, a fight down on the 8th Street, nothing too exciting, a couple of flatliners.
You hear anything about that warehouse down in Haywood?
Well, we're in Haywood, but Haywood's a large area.
You know what I mean, the warehouse that got robbed last night.
Oh, yeah, didn't they steal, like, fucking gauze and saline or some shit?
Some shit.
No.
Here. I want to give everyone a cigar. I don't know why. My hand almost shut. This guy does not have a cigar.
Fair enough, man. You happen to know anybody who might know a thing or two? Maybe some information.
A lot of people who know a lot of things.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. Would you? I slide a couple eddies across the counter.
This does matter. How many eddies?
I'll go for 20 eddies.
Okay. Make a. I'll let you make that bribery check.
Bribery.
There's a bribery skill.
There is.
Yeah. I'll say it with bribery. I'll generally make the DV lower if you bribe well, but.
So this is an 8.
I'll say 20. Yeah.
This is a base 8.
Yeah.
Bad 11.
I'll say with an 11. He goes, not really per se. I'm trying to give something that is not that useful. The first 4 things that came in my head were incredibly useful pieces of information. But I will say he's going to give you something for 20 eddies. I remember hearing a conversation between a weird guy with a mullet and a old snake skin over there a few weeks ago. Something about camera viruses. I wasn't listening per se. For 20 eddies, though, I listened a little.
Yeah, no, I understand. All gotta do what we gotta do. Alright. Why don't you go take 5? And I'm gonna start walking over to the table with the man with the snakeskin tattoo.
Real quick, what's Ares doing on the computer? What's he up to?
I'm checking chat rooms for any chatter about Boost.
About Boost?
Like any new sellers or any it seems odd that they have this much in stock, sort of thing.
Yeah, weird pitch. Why don't we call that a streetwise, but I'll let you use your tech skill instead of your cool.
Okay, so just straight tech?
Do you have any points in streetwise? It's under social skills.
I do not. No.
Okay, so just your tech skill.
Just straight tech. 12.
Okay. With a 12, I mean, there's ads for Boost and like people saying like, "Oh, I sell Boost at 55 eddies a dose" and things like that. But those are pretty common amongst these kind of illicit chat rooms over on the Tor browser.
Mm-hmm.
Over at Cyber Tor browser. You know how you can just say fantasy anything? I will be doing that to Cyber.
Absolutely.
Goon is taking photos of himself over there, not to break kayfabe here.
Actually, I'm taking a picture of the raccoon that I have on my wall.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
It's good to know where the raccoon is in reference to the rest of your room.
Gotta keep an eye on us, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
All right. Anyway,
The eyes.
yeah, you see some ads and stuff. I will say there's like you can keep kind of investigating this, but there's nothing like specific calling out to you as like a new boost seller. There's a lot of these posts are anonymous.
Okay. Net's not giving me anything. You guys got anything?
I'll be able to tell you in
I got
just a second.
tequila.
Yeah. Okay, is Crumb doing anything other than drinking?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Lorenzo, you walk over to old Snakeskin. He's at the end of the bar. He's just looking down at some sort of brown drink in a rocks glass.
I'll mosey on over there, making sure that my spurs jingle, jangle, jingle. And
you flash the big iron on your hip, boy.
not quite yet, not quite yet.
Okay.
But I walk over there, hands on the belt buckle, and just mosey. And then I do a good old as I sit down on a bar stool next to him, uncomfortably close. And I kind of just look down at my tequila. What you drinking to?
He looks to you. Do you speak Japanese?
I do not.
Well, he would also assume that. So he says something to you in Japanese, and he goes, I'm just drinking to get through the evening. What about you? Can I help you with something?
Aren't we all? Not quite. I've been taking this class, right? And, I gotta say my grades ain't doing too well. Fucking these bullshit courses these motherfuckers are peddling on us. They don't teach us shit, but you know what? I've been thinking I could use a little help. You, wouldn't happen to know anything about anybody who could, help me in that department?
Let's see here. You can either try to decide if you want it to be streetwise or persuade. I think for street drugs, it's going to be a streetwise check.
Okay. Streetwise. Is that under social?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Base 8.
Mm-hmm.
7 for a 15.
All right. With a 15, he goes.
Oh, and I'm not looking
Yeah.
for. I'm not looking for a one-time dose. I'm looking for something to get me through the semester.
I might know a person or two like that. He coughs and he lifts his drink up and he kind of slides a hand under the desk, seemingly waiting for something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Out of game, my immediate thought was dick in my hand.
Don't. If you want to continue to have it, don't.
I'll fork over 20.
Okay. I'll say 20 is more than enough here. He is going to. He's just going to slide that into his pocket. And he's just going to lean over, take another sip, and he's going to mumble an address to you.
Okay. Cool. I put the address in my memory banks. I guess.
He goes, 50 of those. He whispers quietly.
Thanks for the help. To you. And I'll,
I said he was drinking out of a rocks glass, not a
I'll,
bottle. But...
and then, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle.
Are you done peacocking?
Never, boss. It's Night City.
Okay. Hey, you! Nice chrome. Ding, ding.
She looks over at you, she scans in, and she goes, "Oh, thanks."
That's it.
I'm
Yeah?
over here shaking my head as I
Admirer of the
close
retro
up the
style, that's it.
laptop.
Alright, so you're now all at the booth.
Well, you two were, well, I assume Ares was up to something interesting, but Chrome. You
You were drinking.
While you were drinking, I managed to gather some information on a possible location. I got the address. I flick them both the address.
Okay.
So I figured we go scope it out.
Okay.
Alright,
You don't
finish
have
your
to
drinks.
You don't have to take them back, right?
You mean the end card?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my
I-
god, spaces.
are you not okay with walking? You
I
got
can-
wheels that I don't know about?
I can walk, I guess.
Yeah, alright.
It's good for you. Head out.
Look, fast travel hasn't been invented yet.
We'll get there. We'll find these little
It's not like
turtles.
we activated a waypoint or anything.
Exactly. So yeah, I finish my drink, and unless there's anything else in there that's of interest, I'll dip out.
Yeah.
I'll
I guess
delta.
head right to that address. It's getting pretty late, but
It's
you
just
can still
time,
do
let's
it.
go.
Yeah, we might as well while we're still hot on the trail.
Alright. Okay. So, it's even further south Haywood. You're kind of at the border here of whatever's next to Haywood. I don't remember off the top of my head. Hold on.
Santo Domingo.
Santa Domingo. Yeah.
It's North. Santo Domingo is North Haywood.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you're about there, kind of on the border of North and South Haywood. And then, for anyone listening, Night City is the land between Los Angeles and San Francisco. It has been heavily terraformed.
Yep.
So it doesn't really look like that anymore. There's some maps of how it got terraformed, which are pretty fascinating. But
I've looked at
that's
them
for you to
all.
look up. Aren't they cool? In the world, cool. I love.
Oh,
this
dude,
stuff. Anyway.
I spent last night listening to a 2-hour lore video.
Oh,
Yay! I listened to that video in preparation too.
Yeah.
I know the one. I assume.
Hi.
How many 2-hour lore videos can there be
Yeah. Right. Well, a lot.
of specifically cyberpunk lore?
I feel woefully unprepared.
That's okay. 2 of us are cyberpunk dweebs. so-
Yeah. That it's kind of my thing.
I did this.
I don't
To be
have
clear,
that much
this is- yeah.
space in my brain.
To be clear, this is not my first cyberpunk red game. I'm just a little out of practice. That's why I had to keep looking up shit. I don't know if it's been clear. That's what I've been doing this whole time. But
Don't worry about it.
yeah. Also, it's just a lot. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, you head to the address. It appears to be a residential area.
Dr. Kirby's definitely
and-
gonna when we get close enough that his freaking words his teleoptics are at their maximum range. He's gonna do some preemptive scoping. On the approach.
So
If you want me to
we've
roll-
gotten away from the area of highly dense apartment buildings, and we're now more into the space of trailer parks and things like that. We find ourselves at the edge of one of those, the house seemingly being a trailer. And what are you looking for exactly, my dude?
Ins, outs, and donks, really.
Yeah, go ahead and just make a perception check for me.
That's a plus 10 to this.
Yeah, brother.
17.
A 17 on the perception check. With a 17, there's gonks everywhere. There's different people in their houses. There's a few people drinking on their front little porches. The actual area you can go to, you see it's a relatively empty area. No one's out front or anything. It looks upsettingly plain. It sticks out with how little decoration and wonder there is to this exact location compared to the other trailers around it. The light is on the inside, and it's another situation where you can see smoke through the windows, but nothing too much inside of it.
Okay.
No explosions this time. Shame.
Well, before we make anything explode, let's go ahead and confirm the merchandise. And the people that are there, I'm sure. We don't want them tracing us back. Alright. House calls in the middle of the night aren't necessarily well appreciated, so I'm not gonna do that at the moment. There are gonks everywhere, you said?
So
There's just people that live here for the most part. Just looks like residents.
Alright. Is there anybody outside of the house? Just hanging around?
Like I said, there's a few people drinking on a front porch, chatting.
Any of them with a particularly, familiar mullet?
Let's call that with your perception check. No mullet, but one person does have like teased, like she has like teased hair.
Okay. Snake tattoos?
Not on this lady.
Okay.
Not on anyone on the porch. This is a couple houses down from where you're actually sent to go. Where you're sent to go, no one's outside. It's upsettingly plain.
Alright.
Just a house with some lights on.
Well, why don't we get up close to that house, maybe find a port, see if Ares can get in?
Yeah, look. I'm assuming there's electronic locks.
I'll say that the trailer park has a port to the security systems and things of the actual area. So without getting immediately up to that trailer, I'll let you make a security tech check.
I'm just kind of watching around.
Okay.
Keeping a lookout.
17.
17. With a 17, the general security of a trailer park is not that intense. Any information you want to know about the area, I can get it for you. What the security systems are around, who owns what trailers, and so forth. Anything you might be looking for on a database, let me know.
I want to get into, like, some of the financial, like, does this unit consistently pay their rent on time?
The one that you are... I don't know if there's still credit.
Show me the Carfax.
Show me the Carfax.
I mean, there are definitely loan sharks, so credit is probably a thing.
Yeah.
Is this place tagged by anyone?
Ooh, yeah, that's also a good thing.
You know what? I'll make that roll.
I'll also look for, like, has this place been flagged on the internet as, like, don't fuck with them?
I'll say... For what?
What do I roll for tags?
Like, as in, like, spray paint?
Yeah.
Streetwise.
Social skills, right? Streetwise, cool. Ha! I added 3 to this. This is not really good at all. Okay, that's an 11.
Okay. With an 11, there doesn't appear to be any, like, spray paint anywhere now. The same place doesn't seem like the worst place. It's not, like, outright shady. Or at least not overtly and visibly shady.
The only thing worse than no tags is the suspicious lack of tags.
The only thing worse than tags is the suspicious lack of tags, you mean?
That is exactly what he is. That is what he has said verbatim in canon.
Okay, gotcha. Rewind it, fix it. Alright. So, for the most part, when you're searching through, the unit that you're supposed to buy from has been paying their rent consistently on time for the last 4 months they've been living here.
700
It is under the name Stephen Liu. Liu. And
Do I know Liu?
do you know Liu? Go ahead and make a local expert check.
Yeah, I will definitely relay the information that I find.
Damn you, tiny font. Where is it? Ah.
It's local expert is under education skills.
Oh.
Local expert, your home.
Yeah.
Are you from
It's
Haywood?
right in the middle.
It's right in the middle of education. Oh,
Yeah.
Education skills.
Education's
not
in the middle of your stats, and then it's like
Yeah,
in
the
middle of
category of
education.
education skills.
no. Local expert, your home. I don't.
Yeah.
Do
Do you have any points in that?
We're not where the chop shop is, though. So.
No, but you're. I don't know what else to call it.
Okay.
You work with these gangs, so.
I do. So then I get 10 to this. 15.
15 was the exact DV I set in my head. This guy is your boost dealer. You didn't know his real name up until now, but this guy is your boost dealer.
It's like, so Aries pulls up like his profile and there's his picture. And
Yeah,
like,
it pulls up a
just-
picture. Yeah.
Do I know his handle?
Seeing as I didn't give him one, hold on.
Because he would have used a handle with me.
Yeah.
Just pick a
Here's the
species
thing,
of snake.
I've only bought boost when I've been, dorked off my ass. So I may
Mamba
have
would
been
be a
here
good
before.
one.
Yeah, this guy's name is Mambo.
Mambo?
Or at least as far as you're aware, yeah.
Wait,
Mamba.
Mamba?
Mamba, not Mambo.
Okay.
This is Mambo number
Like
5.
Black
I
Mamba.
was
First
wondering
four
green
dimes.
which
Mamba.
Mamba is he? The first one or the fifth one? Mamba.
Mamba, you're right. Black Mamba. Mamba.
Oh my god, it's
I got
Mamba's
nothing.
place. Mamba's place. Oh.
You figure Mamba
So-
might be buying lots of boost?
Well, that's because Mamba sells a lot of boost. To me.
Are you sure you're okay with stealing from your own dealer?
He steals from me.
We're not stealing. We're
Nice
just
hits, yeah.
we're not stealing from him. We're just gonna find out where he got them.
Repossessing his repossessed possessions?
Exactly.
Is there a comm? Is there like a comm on the gate before the house that we're trying to get to?
Oh, you think there's a gate?
Oh, there's a gate. Okay,
We're
there's no
in a
gate?
trailer park. This isn't a
It's not a
gated
gated
community.
Listen. It's cyber. Who knows?
A cyber trailer park, you're
Cyber
right.
trailer park.
Maybe
Is
like
your,
one of
Everyone
those
could be in
teeny
cages.
ass white picket fences you can get at the dollar store to make your garden look good.
I
Does
was
your
thinking-
friend-
I was thinking like a chain link cage covering all 4 directions.
Doc, does your friend roll around with an entourage?
Again, I was dorked off my ass every time I talked to him, so I don't know.
I'm
He
just
comes to
asking.
your shop to sell to you, I think.
You're very helpful.
And he usually does not come alone, though. Usually he's got at least one other guy with him. Not the same guy, just another person. Never,
Okay.
I mean, if we're rolling up to his house, let's say he's not gonna be alone.
Okay. I got an idea. Why don't you go ahead up there, knock on the door, and then I come in behind you, flash my gun in his face, and
Okay.
we go from there.
Seduce Mamba. It's simple.
So here's what I want. Here's what I'm gonna do to help. Now, he's gonna think it's a little weird if I show up to his house, not dorked off my ass. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the boost that I bumped.
Okay, do it. I don't know why. Air hypos are what you use to do drugs. It's the thing from the first mission of Cyberpunk where you gotta save the lady, and
I've
then they're like
never
air
played
hypo,
Cyberpunk.
and then you okay. It's just basically a thing that's really good at injecting drugs into your body. So
Personally, I fucking hate the idea of hypo sprays because I have seen the thing that it's based off of, and those things left really bad scars.
yeah.
Mhm.
So or those are the two ways to use an air hypo. Anyway.
So I get dorked.
So you take your boost. Yeah, you take your boost, and I gotta look up. Make a resist drugs check.
It's
Resist drugs.
It's also called resist torture.
Yes. I rolled one earlier to try to avoid asking the boss for a free sample, and then I just boosted one from the ground.
what? Oh. No.
Let's see, that's a 18. No.
An
That's a 9,
18?
sorry.
Ooh, completely different number.
That's a 9,
Completely different number, my guy.
Yeah.
That's not even remotely the same thing. Alright, well, the resist effect is 17, so we failed. If the user wasn't already addicted to boost, they are now. Well addicted, their intelligence is lowered by 2 points. So after you are done with this, when you are not using it, your intelligence is now -2 to what it was. When you're using it, it brings you up to level.
Fabulous!
Mhm.
Love doing drugs.
All of these drugs are really bad for you.
Yeah, welcome
Yeah,
to Cyberpunk.
Hey, you must be new here.
I approach Mamba's door going, Mamba,
Uh,
Mamba, Mamba,
uh,
Mamba.
As he does this, I guess, is there a camera on the outside?
There's one aimed at the porch.
Alright, I am doing my best to
turn it off.
Yeah, there's a cyber equivalent of a Ring doorbell, I guess.
It's
okay.
at like an odd angle. It's like pointing diagonal down at Dr. Chrome, who is pretty tall, so he's just like way up in the lens, like Mamba.
I am beside the door, I guess, just kind of back to the wall in the camera's blind spot if I can be.
Stealth check.
Stealth check, yes, sir.
Is it?
Where's Ares? Is Ares at the front, at the security port at the front of the park? Or are you more within range?
Yeah, I'm off to the side, and I.
Okay, you're just like you're just
body
kinda
skills.
sitting.
Okay.
Is my
Plus 12 to
display
that.
at all giving him advantage? His stealth.
Oh, that's 22.
Ooh,
Don't even
need
worry
He
about it.
doesn't.
You lose
Mamba,
being
Mamba.
high. You also lose Lorenzo right out of the end of your periphery.
Oh, and iron drawn.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
the big iron from
yeah.
whence was on your hip.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually gonna be like, where I can look around the corner to see if somebody comes out the back.
Okay.
Mamba, knock, you gog.
After a few minutes, the door opens up. You see a red-eyed Mamba, and he looks at you and goes, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
I immediately turn the corner and flash the gun in his face.
Cowboy has some questions.
Make an intimidation check, cowboy.
Yes,
What's the
sir.
skill? What's the actual skill?
This is a social skill. Bribery? Perhaps? Persuasion?
Bribery for your life,
Streetwise?
maybe.
Nah, it's not
Interrogation?
bribery, that's for sure. Hold on, let me look through everything.
We've got bribery,
let's
conversation, human perception, interrogation, persuasion, personal grooming, streetwise, trading, wardrobe, and style.
I guess this
How
would
about
be,
dance?
it's dance. That's obviously it. I guess in this
Mama
case it's gonna be a persuasion check.
That's
Persuasion.
interrogation.
He's not interrogating them yet. It's the
Either
same
way-
guy.
Either way, same roll, plus 12.
Yeah. So we don't even need to worry about which one it is.
17.
Whoa! He is holding a gun that he was not like he had it down here because he wasn't sure because he does know this guy and he's kind of goes whoa.
Yeah, I disarm him.
That's
and
fair.
and I tuck the gun in my waistband. You alone here?
Who are you, cowboy?
No, don't worry. I'm asking the questions. You alone here?
I'm not
Where are your friends?
in the back. He kind
Alright.
of leans back and looks and he goes,
May I? I don't want to.
"I'll keep quiet for now."
All right.
I said
So
I'd be in and out quick, so they should be alarmed in a minute. But
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk back there. All right. I'm gonna have the gun, and I'm gonna have my gun, the barrel, in the small of your back, and you're gonna act like nothing's wrong. We're gonna ask a couple questions to you and your buddies. Yeah. How many of you back there? How many of you back
About
there?
three. About
About
three.
three of you?
Myself included.
All right. Well,
Oh,
just know
cool.
that if you make a peep, a bullet's going right through your spinal cord. You hear?
Oh, okay.
Don't be a
hold
gun.
on, give me a second.
Nobody's gotta die here.
Hold on. Oh shit. Fuck. Hold on. I gotta do something on my end.
Oh,
No problem.
You guys play Smash Bros? swear to God, if
You
you
ask
play
it.
Ness, I'm gonna spit
Whoa,
so much
whoa, chill out, man. Chill out. I'm a dark pit main. Don't worry.
Okay. I like you. I liked you before.
I can respect.
I can respect you.
All right, hold on. I gotta pull up
If
Friday
Jigglypuff
Night
came out of your
Firefight.
mouth,
Rick.
oh my God, I would have had Cowboy kill you on the spot.
Oh, no, I'm not a big H-Box fan. Don't worry. I know a lot about Smash Brothers. Apparently, so does Mamba. H-Box is a very not popular but well-known Smash Brothers player, mostly known for his time in Melee, where he plays Jigglypuff and everyone hates him. Partially because he's kind of an asshole, and partially because everyone hates Jigglypuff.
Right.
Because they're like the slow-moving character in Melee. All right, what's the DV for this? Okay. That's gonna be. Ooh, fuck. Bam, 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 bam. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. I gotta roll one more thing. I promise something's about to happen.
No problem.
Uh-huh.
I just rolled a lot of dice I wasn't expecting to roll. Okay.
Hey, check out these cool dice. They have a little eye in the middle.
Hell yeah, brother.
Eyeballs.
Okay. Let's see here. As you guys go, he's slightly out of the door. Suddenly, and just barely grazing by you, he gets shot in the ribs from the distance.
Oh shit! I activate my Sandevistan.
That's fair. As you see,
Shotgun
lady with the
comes
crimped hair from the other trailer, goes "fuck you," and she is over there seemingly on her own, as her entire drinking party is not with her.
Aiming at him or aiming at her? Aiming at us?
I'll say it looks definitely she shot him, and she doesn't seem to be upset about that. And with that, before we can think much else, I'll let you say you activated your thing, and we're now going to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Initiative is your reflex plus, except for you, who gets an initiative boost for your neural link, Lorenzo.
Yeah. It's for the
For your
Sandevistan.
Sandevistan. Yeah. You get +3, I think.
Yeah. I'm also going to use combat awareness and burn 1 point of that for an additional +1.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, she did really poorly, and he did pretty alright. I will say he doesn't look dead or anything, but it definitely hurt him, and he broke his
I rolled a 12.
Fuck! Ugh!
I also
12.
I also rolled a 12 total.
Cool.
I have
Okay,
16.
Okay, you all rolled higher than all of them. So what I'm going to say for next session is that you guys can move in any order you want.
Okay.
And then once you've all done what you need to do, we can then have them move on to their turns. But that is where we're going to end our first session of Cyberpunk Chop Shop.
All right.
Go.
I'm gonna write down our numbers.
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
I have many questions. I just what happened here? we
A lot of things happen.
We were just going to rob some people, and then
Shit happened, yeah.
yeah, allegedly.
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 We are going to allegedly rob some people.
Going to allegedly rob some people, and then just some shit happened, and I'm confused. I need answers.
Yeah. You have to come back next
I
week.
demand
Aries
answers.
wanted to be a good boy and take back stolen goods, and now there's people
Yeah.
getting shot.
Yeah. You so far don't look like a suspect, Aries. You can stay out of this one if you want.
Yeah?
Just watch these two fight.
Mamba.
You always need the hacker to be off to the side so that they can plug in their computer and fuck up their shit.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. Yeah.
But it's really cool that our hacker is also our technical guns guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Technically, yeah, you're a hacker, kind of.
I hack weapons as well.
Yeah. The hacker class is what is called a net runner, and let's please not do it this time. But actually, I don't know your class. What are you?
I'm a tech.
Yeah, I was gonna say net runners are basically mages, more or less, in Cyberpunk.
Right.
You are gonna love my next character.
It's a net runner.
Yeah, he's
net running is
analog.
cool. In my experience, net running is really cool. It doesn't always translate to an a audio experience well.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's kind of
what we do.
unless we really take some time to streamline how we're talking about it. But
Oh.
anyway, that ends our first session. Goon, do you want to do the housekeeping, or am I in charge of that?
What do you guys want to do in terms of Patreon poll?
Not a lot of moments really happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is mostly
We could
supposed to be a
just then,
setup
if you-
session.
I could just do like a side by side of all three of the characters thus far.
Yeah, the character art.
Yeah.
I'll do a side by side all three of our characters. You know, send me your references.
Yeah. Next week, next
it
week
is-
we'll have James.
It is already in the Twitch D&D zone.
Yeah.
Hey.
Space Cowboy.
I'll send you mine as soon as I.
We'll see what
finish
James
him
comes
up
up
a bit.
with.
Use the black and white one, it looks cooler.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, James messaged me. Hold on.
Oh,
I'll message him back after we're done recording. Okay. Anything else we want to do housekeeping before I start ending the show?
This will be the first session where the Patreon art is going to be free to view. The beginning of next month is when the first episode of the Cosmic Book Club will come out for free.
I think that's me.
That is you. And then next month is going to be James. That episode will also be out for free. And then the third episode that I have recorded, that will be behind a pay wall. So
Who's that
look
one?
out for that. Look out for that. A lot of my social medias slowly are going to be changing to the Cosmic Library, so keep an eye out for that as well. Ocean will update stuff as needed. If you like the stuff that we've made and some of the art that I've made some of it into merch, specifically the It's Post-Apocalyptic and Everyone's Rats is a t-shirt that exists on my merch
Do
store. If you
we
wanna
do we
that.
still have the "Where Wizards Laws Don't Count" sticker from ES Pizza? Is that still available somewhere?
I don't think I made that into a sticker.
I thought you did. I thought you put it on
Yeah,
die
it
cut.
was just the ES Pizza logo.
I made the ES Pizza logo into
Ah,
a sticker.
I
which
didn't
is a
think you
slice
put
of
that on die cut.
Spooky
Huh.
sticker.
Spooky pizza.
Spooky pizza. You want to do the credits?
Yeah. What do you call it? What do you call the DM in this game?
Game Master.
Yeah, I guess it's just Game
Digital-
Master. That's.
Daddy Chrome.
I've been your Chrome Master. My name is Calvin, aka the Noodledoodler, and I was also joined. How did you say character names?
Yes.
Playing Dr. Chrome. We have Goon Daddy.
Dr. Chrome is now addicted to Boost.
Yeah.
Just now, somehow. Before, he's been doing great. He could quit any time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Also joining us playing Ares is the Moss Creature.
There were shots fired. They fucked up.
Right. And lastly, we've missed him this whole time. At least I have. Playing Lorenzo was Smoaky the Blaze.
I don't really know what to say for an outro bit. This has been a long time since I've done this.
Did we say stuff in the last season in
Yes.
ES Pizza, or did we just
Oh,
let it
yeah.
go?
Your bit was you couldn't help. Your bit was you can't prove that in court.
Yeah.
Yo, that's right. That was the bit. And then I was like, you
That
might be able
every
to.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, back when I was lazy.
love it.
All
Love
right.
it.
Anyway, thanks you all for coming, and see you next time.
See you next time, you fucking chooms.
Chooms is short for Chumbas.
Chumbas.
Which is short for Chumbada.
Chumbada.
Yeah.
Is that a mushroom?
It's got a lot of
I don't
shorthand.